If you're thinking about moving to San Francisco, I'm glad you stopped by. On my channel, we're going to go into the neighborhood so you can see what area you'd like to live in. We'll look and see what's quirky or special about each neighborhood, and then we'll go over different price points so you can see what fits within your budget. If this is your first time on my channel, you want to know all about life and living in San Francisco, hit subscribe, and you'll be the first to know all about this great city. My name is David Manch. I'm with David Manch Real Estate. I am a Northern California realtor living in San Francisco. I help people in San Francisco buy and sell homes. If you're looking to relocate to San Francisco, you want to just move within San Francisco, or you just love the city, I'd really love to hear from you. All my contact information is in the description, and I'd really love to help make your move to San Francisco a successful one. Welcome back, and welcome to Diamond Heights, the last planned neighborhood in San Francisco. The neighborhood's built on 3 hills. At the top, going up Market Street and going to the top. Twin Peaks is just across Market. It's a really, really great neighborhood. The architecture here is amazing. It's residential and has a really great suburban feel, although you're 5 minutes going down the hill, getting into the middle of San Francisco. So let's go take a look at it. I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna love the architecture. Pricing isn't bad either. So let's go take a look at Diamond Heights. A lot of my videos talk about the neighborhoods that have the main streets, that have restaurants, bars, little shops, boutiques, things like that. Diamond Heights is more of a residential area. It's mostly homes. Except right here is the Diamond Heights Shopping Center, which has a Safeway over there, a Walgreens, there's a Starbucks, Pilates. So it's not like the people that live up here on this hill are without amenities. This is here for them. There's also right over here, there's a church right back up here. So there's things here. There's a little tiny diner that's right over there. Sushi right over there as well. So they have the things up here, but it's also not far. Right down the hill is where you start getting the Castro area and Olive Market, where if you want to go out to eat, it's a 5-minute drive. So everything is nice up here. The amenities are here for your daily routine stuff. So it has this here as well, but it is mostly a residential neighborhood. So let's talk about Diamond Heights and the stats here. Diamond Heights was one of the last neighborhoods to be built in San Francisco, or developed, I should say. Up in Diamond Heights before the 1960s, it was grassland. Cows were grazing up here. San Francisco decided to develop the 3 hills that make up Diamond Heights. So in the 60s, they started building, and it was built out from the early 60s until the late 70s. So you're gonna get a lot of different styles of homes and how architecture progressed during that period. There's 100 homes that are here. They're Eichler homes, and I'll talk a little bit more about the Eichler homes in a little bit. So the walkability score here is 76. One of the reasons for that is because it is hilly, but it's also, it's not like you could just go out and get day-to-day stuff by walking to it like you can in other parts of San Francisco. The transit score is 68. There's not a lot of transit services up here. Golden Heights Boulevard is where the buses run. To get that, you have to either drive or take a long walk. The weather here is great. It's a mix between fog and sun. Today is an amazing day, as you can see. It will get windy up here though. It does get wind because it's right here at the top of this hill. Behind me going west is the Pacific Ocean. So when those winds start going through, it'll get pretty windy up here. The median price of a home at Diamond Heights is $2.3 million. Kind of standard for San Francisco. Yeah, there's places you can get a lot less. Bernal Heights is less, and there's some neighborhoods, the Sunset, you can get less. But this is an amazing neighborhood. That's a good median price. For condos, the median price for condos here is $640,000. Not bad, especially as I said for the neighborhood. I think it's an amazing neighborhood. The median price also, there are some pricey condos that are up here, but there's also, you get with median price, if you can have an outlier at the bottom. Saw one that was listed, I think, for like $285. I don't know what that's all about, but it'll bring your median price down. Not as much as an average though. This borders Noe Valley and Glen Park. Both are great neighborhoods. I'll be doing videos on those, and those are really great neighborhoods. And so the architecture kind of blends into Glen Park a little bit. It's mostly residential up here. As I said, there's the Diamond Heights Center, that's pretty much the only thing that you have here that has the amenities for. Other than that, you're going to be driving to get anywhere. So it's a mostly driving kind of neighborhood, but it is a fully planned neighborhood. It is the last neighborhood developed in San Francisco. Anyways, great neighborhood. Let's go take a look at a little bit more of it, and I'll show you some homes that are in here too. Really crazy great homes. The architecture, it's like I said, it's a lot of mid-century kind of architecture, and it was all built within probably about 16, 20 years. And there are some people who are building new homes here or completely redoing the home that was there. It's getting updated as it goes along. So let's go take a look. So the first property we're going to look at today is a condo. It's on the lower side. It's up here. It is about $550,000, and it's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 915 square feet. It's nice. It's a nice little complex. To look back here, the pool is right here, and they have really good views up here as well. They're a little bit older. Were built in 1975. This one happens to be a below market rate condo. It's not the only one in this complex. Condos in this complex are below market rate. This one happens to be you can't make more than $146,000 a year for one person. When you have more people, then it's going to be, they raise up just a little bit. And the reason that is for affordability. The problem with that is when you go to sell it, you also have to sell it for below market rate. Buyers have to qualify, have to go through classes and things like that. But it's a nice little complex. And it's quiet. It's a little noisy out on the street today because they're repaving the streets. But if you look, it's beautiful. They take really good care of this complex. There's also a gym and spa and a few other amenities. The problem with all this is that the HOA is $950 a month. And that's a big chunk. And even in San Francisco, that's a lot. But little sitting areas. And then on the other side over there are views of San Francisco. Some of the condos here have really great views, depending on where they're placed. But anyways, this is their first property. It's on the lower end. It's not the lowest in Diamond Heights, but it is on the lower end, and we'll start working our way up from there. So we're coming up on the second home. We're going to look at Diamond Heights. It is right up here. It's in this condo complex up here. It is a condo. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 990 square feet, being offered for $798,000, just under $800. Affordable for San Francisco, kind of. Up here, it's a great neighborhood, so it's kind of a middle point, I would say. Could it be more expensive? Probably. The condo that's in this complex doesn't have views. It's on the other side of the complex. So if you look back here, on the other side of these trees, and what you would see from up there is San Francisco. The skyline, the bay, that's what you would see. So again, views are going to knock prices up. But it's nice. This complex was built in 1972, as most of Diamond Heights is built in the 60s and 70s. It has amenities. It has the gyms. The condo in here, it's been updated. Not everything's from 72. It has been updated since then, more recently. It has gym, pool, spa, all those things. And the HOA for this one is only $664 a month. They also have parking in there. So you do have parking. And once again, being up here and not having the great transit that they have down the bottom of the hill, you need a car. This is car territory, and that's our second property. Again, the price, not bad. And it is a 2-1, and it's a nice size. So, second one, we'll go take a look at the third one. Sometimes when you're building on hilly terrain, you have to take the terrain into account. So up here in the hills of Diamond Heights, you see here, the garages are up top, all over here. And the reason that is so the cars can get in there, and then the homes are built underneath the garages. It's a great concept, and you can see it a lot in the hilly parts of the Bay Area. You're going to see it here in San Francisco because there's a lot of hills here, and you'll see it over in Oakland where you have the Oakland Hills. But you get these great views here. This is the Oakland Bay. The San Francisco Bay. And back over here, you have the San Francisco skyline. It's really beautiful here. These homes, they have the best views. They really do. And so this is how they handle the hills and the design of the homes. It's put the garages up top, the homes below. You can see they kind of start there. And then there's going to be levels down below too. So as the hill goes down, you'll find some more levels down below it. So anyways, just another way of coping with developing in a hilly neighborhood. So coming up on the third house we're going to take a look at, it is just under $1.4 million. It's right across the street. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,387 square feet. It has some views on the backside, all been completely renovated, and bathrooms, kitchen, everything. It has a private decks, and it also has a 2-car tandem garage, built in 1973. So these row of houses you're gonna see here, all kind of built at the same time, usually with the same developer. And so over the years, they change a little bit. They change with their colors, but they're all the cedar shingles outside. So This one is it's a townhome. So although it kind of looks like a single family residence, it is a townhome, considered a townhome. So they were all built at the same time. You know, live up in a nice quiet neighborhood up here in Diamond Heights. Good pricing. Yeah, this is a good spot, and the Safeway and the shopping center is just right behind as well. So that is all walkable. However, you have the hills here that kind of cuts down on the walkability. So good little unit, good pricing, great neighborhood. Let's head to the next unit. Coming up to fourth property is Diamond Heights. It is a home, single family residence. It's right here. So it's here, really nice one. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, just over 2,700 square feet, and it's just under 1.8 million. Not the highest, not the lowest, but it's a nice one. Main level, there's 2 bedrooms. On the lower level, there's also 2 bedrooms. It's a 3-level home. It has amazing views of just right behind it. And so that goes down. It has a really big yard too. San Francisco, a lot of people don't really have big backyards. Sometimes you'll find them. I've seen some that are huge yard. This one has a big yard, not huge, but it's big, great views. It also has a 2-car garage. So once again, up here, you need the cars. It's a great street though too. If you look at it, it's nice, it's quiet. And all the houses here, you're going to find they're mid-century feel to them, not Eichlers, not mid-century modern, but they're the mid-century. And this one has that as well with it. So it's a good price, good part of the neighborhood. You know, and you're also going to, it's not by coincidence that as we keep looking at the go up in price in homes, you're going to find, or the properties that we're looking at, you're going to find that they turn into single family residences of condos, because of course condos are going to be on the cheaper side. So right back here between these 2 houses, where it goes down, and that's Grand Canyon. Anyways, let's go see the last property. It's a real treat. Can't wait for you to see that one. So one of my favorite styles of homes is an Eichler home. It's a mid-century modern style home. And here in Diamond Heights, 100 of them were built between 1962 and 1964. And they were built by the Eichler development company through construction. Called Oakland was their architect. And they're century modern style homes. Not all mid-century moderns are Eichlers. People took a lot of the designs and made mid-century moderns. And so one of the great things about them is their architect side, a lot of them flat roof. They have a lot of them have atriums, floor to ceiling glass, and they're amazing products. I love them back here. And they just have a great design. Here in Diamond Heights, they built 100 of them. I think there were 7 different floor plans that they built. Some of them were 1 level. A lot of them were multi-level, 2 and 3 levels, depending on where they were built. This architecture, it's just amazing. And so I'm a big Eichler fan. You're gonna find Eichlers throughout California. You're also gonna find mid-century moderns throughout California, but that doesn't mean, once again, those are Eichlers. It's just kind of a fun fact about Diamond Heights and some of the architecture that's up here. Again, it's just really great architecture. I love an Eichler. Who doesn't? So the last house we're going to take a look at today is this one right across the street here. It's an amazing home. It's a mid-century modern. It is 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 2,777 square feet. It's 2.995 million, just under 3 million. Great old home. It's built in 1962, I believe, and it's been all updated. Because I love mid-centuries and I love these homes up here, I don't usually go into the homes to show you, but I thought you should really have to see this. So let's go take a look inside. So inside this, it's a beautiful, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's completely updated. Look. These stone countertops are amazing. Cabinets, all custom cabinets. Dining area here, and another living area here. And then outside is private patio. So it's not much of a backyard, but it's a nice little area to get away. These stairs, look at this. Is this amazing? The light and the wood, it's really wonderful. It's done so well. These walls are really beautiful. Then take a look. This restroom, it's all updated. This is such a beautiful home, mid-century modern, which I just absolutely adore mid-century modern. And this is the primary suite. Great little views of the back area. Then inside you have shower tub combo, and it's all well done. Walk in, the wood. These doors are amazing too. Bedrooms, not huge. They're not huge, but this is also has its own little bath. So this is just another ensuite. There's nothing better than having a couple ensuites in a home. 2 more bedrooms here, one back here. Then we head back downstairs, go down to the lower level. Once again, the homes here, they're built on hills, and the architects took that into mind when they built the homes here. So you're gonna find somewhere we're gonna be very multi-level. This has its own wet bar, nice little office area. And then out here, it's a 1-car garage. A lot of people in San Francisco only have 1 car. Has tankless water heater there. And it's great. You know, living up in Diamond Heights, you pretty much need to have a car because transit here is not that great. So yeah, it's a really beautiful home. And this is what you get for just under $3 million. And because the neighborhood's great, I mean, to me, it's worth it. One of my favorite neighborhoods. So anyways, that's what this house looks like. This is not the highest end for Diamond Heights, but it's up there. You can get a lot cheaper in the condo area, but for a home, this is beautiful. So welcome to this home. So one thing about this street, it's really great. On the upside of the street, the homes are a little different. They're still the mid-century modern. On this side, they're all the same style. They're the same architecture, but they're all done a little differently. So it gives it a little bit different flavor for each home, but they're all pretty much the exact same. So if you look, this home here, it has the shingle outside. Over here, same, just different paint configuration, but they're all the same architecture. So really great 3-4 mid-century modern. Really amazing. So there's Diamond Heights. Great neighborhood. It's so livable, so suburban, so close to the city. I love it. I'm a fan. If you want to see more of Diamond Heights, send me a text, send me a message. I would love to show you more of it. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.